everybody. It is Friday. Hello, Friday. It's a great morning. A little cool, but to be expected. It's brisk. Coffee with Chondra Rankin, coming out of the heartland. I'm just going to chat for a moment while Facebook spreads the news that I'm live. Does anybody have any great plans for the weekend? I think we might be going to an antique show tomorrow, so that should be fun. But otherwise, just having a great weekend. That's what I'm going to do. Well, I am going to continue this morning on the line of thought about harvest, because it's harvest time here in this state. Mostly corn. We have beans too, but those are the main crops. So I thought, I'm going to talk about harvest for a few days, and I had a few points. So I've just been doing 1 point a day, so this is point number 5. And today's topic is we harvest in proportion to what we plant. We harvest in proportion to what we plant. And that is, again, a pretty simple concept. If you plant abundantly, hello sun, the sun back there. I'm sorry, I'm already going off track. If you plant abundantly, you will harvest abundantly. You can't plant one seed and expect to get a whole field of corn out of that. You're not going to get that yield. And that is obvious when you look at that in physical terms, but I wanted to think about that also in terms of your life. Planting, actually, it requires a vision and a plan, and then a follow-up at, when you have that outcome. But to even plant, you have to be bold. You have to be assertive. That's carrying out your vision, beginning your vision. And you have to be bold to do that. You have to make a decision. Say it out loud. I'm going to make a decision, and then you do it. That's pretty much it. But planting now tells you in your mind what you are planning on getting back for harvest. I mean, it's always a little bit of a guess, because you always want the optimal amount. Like we talked about yesterday, if stresses arise, then that can reduce your harvest yield. So nurturing that and taking care of your plants will give you a better yield. But that does take planning. That's called setting a goal. Set a goal. If you don't have a goal, you won't make it to your end result. You just won't. And if you do that, you kind of just float through life. Not really, it's like life happens to you instead of you happening to life. You have to set a goal. I saw this quote the other day, and I thought it was a really cool visual and something to think about. How many burglars of hope do we allow to break through our doors and windows of our lives and rob us of the challenge of planting to the fullest. How many burglars of hope do we allow to break in? That really struck a chord with me to think of it that way. And again, with the harvest, if we plant something negative, we'll harvest something negative. If we plant something positive, we will harvest something positive. I mean, it's simple enough concept. I'm pretty sure a kindergartner could understand that. But again, putting it into simple terms, and maybe in this harvest analogy can help you see it a different way. In order to get to that harvest successfully, we do need to think of a few certain ingredients or things that we must have. One is faith and faithfulness. When we have faith that that harvest will do well, sometimes things happen, but we're not going to only think about what, that could happen, so I'm not going to plan it. No. You have to have faith that's going to happen. Also, knowledge and insight. You have to have some knowledge of what you're doing. I mean, you don't have to be an expert, but have some knowledge or know where to get resources from. Hope and endurance. Without hope, we don't accomplish a whole heck of a lot. And endurance, anything worth getting in the end takes some grit. I've posted a quote a couple of times and I love it. 4 words. No grit, no pearl. Love that. Love it. And kind of the last combination of things that you need is love and labor. You will need to do work. There is no free lunch. Occasionally there is, but typically no. So you're going to have to put some sweat into it. Sometimes blood, sweat, and tears. And even though if you might be really super excited about something now, that wears off. I mean, if you think about the harvest we talked the other day about, you plant in a different season than you harvest. So you plant in the spring, you harvest in the fall. How do you maintain that energy and excitement for what's coming? You work at that. So love and labor. And if you're doing something you don't love, you won't labor as hard. You should do something you love. Even if it's a hobby after work and that's something you love, do it because it will make you a happier person. If you can, have your job be something you love. I know that's not always possible, but aim for that. Make that your goal. Maybe that's your harvest stepping stone. But do something you love. That way when you labor at it, it will not feel like labor. Well, it might some days, but overall, you're going to be so much more fulfilled by doing that. When we're working on something new, a change, a habit, a new business, a new friendship, it works best, it's most effective if you are focused on that. For example, a business opportunity, if you treat it like a hobby, it'll pay you like a hobby. Treat it like a business, it will come back and give you rewards like a business. So have that singleness of vision, especially at the beginning. Singleness of vision, also known as laser focused. We have machines right now that can cut to the, I don't even know how small, but like to the tiniest fraction of an inch, and that's a laser. That's so laser focused. We need to be that laser focused if we want to accomplish that goal of what we're going to get as a yield in our harvest. We also don't typically plan for that harvest just, oh, I'm going to do that and then it will give me luxury and prosperity. That's an empty goal. We want to do that so we can help give that out to others, help bless others. So think about that. That is exciting, actually, to me. You're doing that more holistically and with more of a fulfilling vision than just putting yourself in the equation. And one kind of last point I talked about yesterday a little bit was risk. You know, farmers don't go out and plant the field every year and think, oh, this is a risk-free situation. I'm going to get all of my return back, and it's going to be a certain percentage. Sometimes it's just a crapshoot, and you do it anyway. There's, I guess if you want to call it risk to move forward on your goals, it's kind of sometimes taking a leap of faith. I have this wall hanging at home. It says, yeah, that's extreme close-up. It says, jump and build your wings on the way down. It can be a scary thought, potentially. It can also be very exciting. But don't hold yourself back in terms of the risk factor. Well, I might not get a good yield this year. You know, I might fail. Then fail. You will fail. So just take the risk. That's when you have to rely on faith and hope that you will get something out of it that is rewarding, and it might not be. Good morning, Jackie. Jackie, I can't talk today. It might be a different reward than the one you are expecting. Often it is. Often that reward is different. And I'm going to repeat that quote that I said earlier, because I just want to leave that as kind of food for thought. How many burglars of our hope do we allow to break through the doors and windows of our lives and rob us of the challenge of planting in the field? How many burglars do we allow to take over our lives? Rob us of our goals, of our dreams. I changed the words. Don't let that happen. Stick to your plan, and we will harvest in proportion to what we plant. That is about it. I hope everybody has a fabulous weekend. It should be a great one, great weather, and even if it's not, it's a great weekend. We're all alive. We're all thriving. If you're not, call me. I'll help. That's what we're here for, to thrive, not just survive. Little words of wisdom for the weekend. I can't speak the alliteration today. Anyway, anyway, if you enjoyed any part of this, please like it or comment or share if you feel it's appropriate to send to someone else. And I'll be popping it over onto YouTube later. And I always have my YouTube playlist link above the video if you're watching this on Facebook. I think that's about it. Everybody have a fabulous weekend. I am going to sign off, and I will see you next time.